Hey everyone, Stix here. Today we're back with another top 10 list. This time, however, we're looking at some of the best free-to-play MMORPGs on the market. As this is a top 10 video, I feel the need to warn you first. This is a list of games that we believe are the top 10 free-to-play MMORPGs available. As such, you probably disagree with some of them, and that's your right, but please be civil about it. If you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with not only future MMORPGs that come out, but also other top 10 lists that we make. Coming in at last place in our list is Tera. Just because we listed at the bottom of our list doesn't mean it's bad, it's actually quite the opposite, honestly. Both Wiggy and I personally love Tera. It has some of the most fun combat for us, and graphics that we absolutely love. Gameplay is fast, classes are enjoyable, and character creation is good enough that we can make a character that we can actually stand looking at. Some people find the action too fast, the lack of endgame content a drawback, or, funny enough, the Aion race being too discomforting to be around. While I can understand these concerns, the game itself is both fun and enjoyable, especially the first time around. Coming in at number 9 is DC Universe Online. While a strange pick for our list, when we tried the game out, we found it to be more enjoyable than we would have initially given it credit for. We thought it was a cheap, cheesy superhero MMO. Well, I mean it is, but I don't mean that in a bad way. The game may start off a little slow, but it comes into its own fairly fast. DC Universe Online has a huge world you're given to explore, fun gameplay, and some pretty cheesy yet hilarious dialogue and characters. Which is great, as one of my favorite MMORPG of all time, World of Warcraft banks on the same silly yet fun humor. Coming in at number 8 is Rift. Rift has been around for a while. While both Tera and Rift launched as pay-to-play titles, they both found great success in the free-to-play model. Rift is one of the closest MMORPGs that you'll find to World of Warcraft, sharing a lot of similarities, which is a good thing. No MMORPG since has managed to capture what World of Warcraft brought to the MMO world, with several trying and failing over the years. Rift does manage to capture some of what made World of Warcraft great, so if you're a fan, you should definitely consider trying Rift out. With Rift's pretty extensive class customization and ever-increasing world side, Rift deserves more attention than they get. Coming in at number 7 is Neverwinter. Published by Perfect World Entertainment, a company known for their ridiculous cash shop advantages, Neverwinter somehow managed to find a non-pay-to-win home. Neverwinter has a nice mixture between traditional tab targeting and fast action combat, allowing for some impressively fun gameplay. Unfortunately, Neverwinter isn't as large as it could be, which could be because most people prefer open world or sandbox MMORPGs, possibly due to its subpar endgame or the fact that they don't trust Perfect World Entertainment. But none of that should deter you from trying it out. Coming in at number 6 is Age of Conan. Now, in its prime, Age of Conan was a huge MMORPG. However, its populations dwindled due to it remaining pay-to-play even though their subscriptions were decreasing day by day. Eventually, going free-to-play, Age of Conan never really managed to recover, although it's an amazingly beautiful and detailed MMORPG. Featuring fast action combat, great graphics, especially considering when it was made, and it's fairly well done voice acting by today's standards, not to mention the fact that there's no pay-to-win BS that plagues so many free-to-play MMORPGs nowadays, you have to wonder why it isn't one of the most populated free-to-play MMORPGs on the market right now. Now, some of you may wonder why Aion is this high in our list, and frankly, it's because we enjoy it. Similarly to Rift, Aion takes inspiration from World of Warcraft, and in a good way. Combat is simple tab targeting, but Aion allows you to continue comboing your skills together just like in Tera, which makes it a lot more hands-on than other traditional tab targeting MMORPGs. Aion also gives players the ability to fly, something most MMORPGs nowadays seem to lack. Although it has pretty irritating limitations on flight, it's still one of Aion's best features. One of the few good sci-fi MMORPGs available, Star Wars The Old Republic takes our number 4 spot. Some people absolutely loathe the free-to-play model in Star Wars The Old Republic, but we know people who have played through it and enjoyed it immensely. Regardless of which side you're on, Star Wars The Old Republic offers players huge open areas to explore while giving you a fun, customizable class system and easy, fluid tab targeting combat. Coupled with a decent story, Star Wars The Old Republic should definitely be in your list of free-to-play MMORPGs if you have yet to try it out. Coming in at number 3 in our list, we have Guild Wars 2. Now, Guild Wars 2 is a little different to other MMORPGs out there, being that you're given large, open areas to explore, but instead of taking quests from quest hubs, You're given the option to take part in dynamic spawning events that both begin and end even if you're not directly taking part. Guild Wars 2 also has a fairly strong story, being much better than most free-to-play MMORPG, possibly due to it being pay-to-play originally. Combat in Guild Wars 2 is fast and fun, giving you a fair amount of customizability over your class depending on what weapon you have equipped currently, as well as unique underwater combat and skills that both Wiggy and I found so much fun. You may be wondering why number 2 in our list is a pay-to-play game, and that's because as of December 2016, EVE Online will finally be going free-to-play. We're uncertain as to what this will mean for players of EVE Online, but we can definitely say that we look forward to EVE's huge universe being available to a much larger audience. EVE Online is a very, very unique kind of MMORPG. It takes place completely in space. You don't control a character, instead controlling your ship, flying through space, mining, pirating, you know, typical space stuff. You're also able to take part in insanely huge-scale fleet versus fleet battles, where you can join your friends and faction mates and do battle against rival fleets for control. There's a large learning curve for EVE Online, however, but once you learn how to play, you may end up never leaving. Number 1 in our list may come off as a bit of a surprise to some people, but we believe it deserves this spot. The Lord of the Rings Online is one of the most complete, lore-rich worlds ever created in an MMORPG. Keyword here being one of. The Lord of the Rings Online has beautifully detailed environments, along with a fairly well thought out class system, giving you unique classes specific to the race you choose. For fans of J.R.R. Tolkien's work, this should be an absolute must for you to play, as The Lord of the Rings Online takes you through a variety of recognizable areas while greeting you with familiar characters spread throughout its huge world. That ends this top 10 video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please remember once again that this is our top 10 and therefore definitely will not mimic your own. If you have a difference of opinion, wonder why exactly your favorite free-to-play MMORPG isn't listed here, or just want to ask a question, then please use the comment section down below. We love MMORPGs just like you do, and are always willing to discuss literally anything you guys want. If you want to stay updated with new MMORPGs coming out, want to watch us butcher some older MMORPGs, or just want to watch more top 10s as we post them, subscribe below.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?